Fucking water.
Swaller.
Let me get a drink of fucking water.
What are we going to talk about? Disc golf? We can talk about disc golf.
Talking about some disc golf and some man tits.
Some man titties.
Some man titties and Lake, whatever the fuck that movie was. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Courtesy Violation Podcast.
Hey!
Your place for all the disc golf information you'll ever need.
Nice. That's a good...
Yeah.
What did you think
it's
of
new.
that?
It's new.
That is new.
You're working it in.
We've never claimed that.
No, it's actually the opposite of that.
Yeah. I was about to say, are we starting today?
We're going to start being serious today.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Let's be serious. No cursing.
Mm-hmm. And then we would just have a disc golf podcast.
Yeah.
That...
Too many of those.
There's too many just regular disc golf podcasts that don't have like a quirk.
Yeah. Well, no, there's a couple of them that got quirks now.
Well, yeah, but there's also some that are just the news.
I'm starting this like a fat guy. I just spilt water all over my shirt.
That's okay.
I mean, this is food, water, just what fat people do.
All right, back to our old model.
Yeah, but this is our first episode since the DGPT championship.
Yeah, we were both sick last week.
Yes. Like, we could have made an app, but it would have sounded worse than normal.
Yeah.
Which is
bad. Yeah. Imagine Gibbs holding his nose when he talks.
Yeah. I think I had the flu and you had a little bit of something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I still have something. I still have congestion in my head.
I do too. We sound better than what we did for sure.
Yeah.
We would have been awful. But Big Money Missy does it again. How does she do it?
I don't know.
I mean, every time there's a big check on the line, she shows up.
Yeah.
I think she don't fuck with them small shit. Oh, shit.
What'd you do? You said a curse word in the first few minutes of the
first
podcast.
First minute, yeah, that was bad.
First minutes? Important?
Yeah, well, the first 7 minutes, but it's over with now. So
well, she does.
Let them fly, brother.
It's all open now. Yeah, I guess she doesn't really waste her time with those tournaments that don't have the bag.
She got that money.
She's got to make the money.
You throw them big checks, she'll show up and dominate. Or not dominate, but she did very well.
She did. But MPO.
Yeah. I don't even... Usually, I love watching and talking FPO, and still loved watching it. Still love talking about it. But MPO was where it was at.
And since this is kind of old news at this point, since we weren't able to do it last week, we won't spend too much time on it. But Ricky's falling apart it made me emotional. Like, it made me upset with him. It felt like I was watching a team sport.
Yeah, you're a big Ricky guy now. I think you've grown as a Ricky guy.
I have. This year, the Ricky and it's not like we're the first ones to think of this, but the Ricky and Gannon Buhr battles
it's fucking great,
are hot. So even if you're if you're a person that's like, this Gannon thing's kind of a snooze fest because it's just him winning all of them, it's boring. Think about Ricky being there, though.
Yeah.
How many battles have we seen this year where it's him and Rick, and Rick's coming back from the chase card, hitting putts from everywhere?
That's the only one that's really giving him any pressure, and he's the one person you don't. Yeah, consistently, and he's the one you don't want to be pressuring you. You know what I mean? No, I don't think you want to hear raptor legs behind you just.
Yeah. And the raptor squeal that he does. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of bummed me. I mean, it definitely bummed me out watching, but like, it was so fucking action packed. I would call it, dude. It's better than watching a movie.
Yeah.
Those, especially those first 3 rounds. That second round. If you guys didn't watch any of it, go back and watch Jomez's coverage of the second round.
Yep.
Where Gannon shot 13 under and Ricky shot 12 under. It was literally almost the whole tournament was this. Ricky sinks a putt for birdie from like 70 feet away.
65, 70.
And then Gannon sinks a putt for birdie from a far distance, but still
not that far.
Not as far.
Yeah,
it was literally like
impressive.
Ganny Buhr. Ricky doing like old school Rick shit too. This feels like when I think of Ricky Wysocki, his game, this is what I think of. He's never been like the most accurate. I don't feel like it's always been like, but he can see the basket. He's got himself like a 50-foot putt and then he hits those. So it's like classic, fucking exciting Rick moments. God, just go watch that. Second round.
Second round is some of the best disc golf you'll ever see. I hate to say this, Jomez fan. I don't think the Jomez coverage of it shows the excitement that it was watching it live.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing that encapsulates the exciting aspect of it as much as watching it live.
Yeah, well, it might be the best disc golf I've ever seen. Them doing what they did at Nevin. It's
I played that
crazy.
course. I played that course a week before they did. And I actually played from the women's tees too. And it's not that eady to go out there and shoot 12 or 13 down.
No, absolutely not.
I don't know if you know this.
If not the best, it was some of the best disc golf I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then Ricky let it fucking fall between his fingers.
Yeah.
That was the infuriating part.
Yeah.
As everyone probably knows, it pissed me off. It really did. And it shouldn't, right? Like,
yeah.
But I was so bummed for Rick that he blew a 6-stroke lead going into that final round.
That doesn't happen.
No.
Like, you tell me he's got a 6-stroke lead going into the final round, I'm betting damn near the house on him winning it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But it started with a bad decision.
Yes.
I mean, it really did. And that's something else you don't really see him do, but I don't know if it's not.
Are you talking the layup or the run under the tree?
Yeah, where he should have laid up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ended up bogeying.
Yeah, ended up bogeying. It just, I think that was the start. Well, it was the start of it.
Yeah, that was just only a few holes in, I guess. I really don't know what hole it is. Anyways.
Let's not take anything away from Gannon either. So
well,
that's what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Him losing that lead, too, only helps Gannon's stats. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Well, there's
not that I don't want it to help Gannon at all. I just want to see Rick come out.
It's just
and
like
he blew it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a pet peeve for me when I hear people like I was talking about USDGC, and somebody's like, he didn't win. AB lost it, and I'm like,
right.
No, he was fucking there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I mean there was a big. AB didn't play his best, and there's a big stroke swing. But he had to fucking be there. Gannon's a smart enough player. He does what he has to fucking do to win.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can take it away from them when somebody else doesn't play as well and they play base. Say this is base, say 9 downs base at Nevin for Gannon. If he plays base and Ricky doesn't and plays below standards, guess what? I mean, maybe he was playing base because he wasn't pushing. He didn't have to push because he knew what he needed. You know what I mean? So you can't take or it just bothers me when people are like, well,
he lost. He didn't really win.
No, fuck that.
No, well, because even that's the funny thing too about DGPT Championship is Gannon won by 1 stroke, which was the 1 stroke advantage that he had going into the round. Yeah. You know, he had that 1 stroke advantage over Rick, and that felt like Rick lost it. Gannon didn't win it. Although Gannon he won it too. It was, I mean, he shot 10 down that last round.
Yeah. Oh,
that's no slouch.
I will say this too: the whole points thing, where the strokes, it worked out just like the DGPT wanted it to.
Right.
So that's good. I like the form. I think the format worked well this year. Right. I mean, he did win by 1 stroke, which was the 1 stroke advantage he was given for being the points champion. Well, he got it rewarded for being the best of the year, that 1 stroke, and he ended up getting rewarded 30,000 more.
Absolutely.
Because he was the best. You know what I mean?
And you can't help but laugh though that he ended up winning by that 1 stroke.
Yeah, it worked out just like they planned.
And then I would also like to clear up a little bit. People on the internet. This is a segment on the show called People on the Internet. People on the internet were kind of complaining about how it was maybe unsportsmanlike with what he had to say after the round.
Yeah.
I disagree.
He's passionate.
He's very passionate, and he blew the fucking lead.
Yeah.
He blew it. He shot 3 down. It was like 10 or 15 points, or maybe even more under his rating.
Yeah.
He shot like a 10-30 the last round, which is garbage, I guess.
For him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it really reminded me of? And I'm going to guess that you've been in this, right? Like this situation. Say you're with somebody that you've been with for a while in a relationship, and
never done
You've been in
Don't
a
last
few.
that long.
But anyway, so you're having some alone time, whatever, and you bus early, and they try to give you the it's okay, it happens.
Yeah. The comforting.
And, it's okay, it happens, and you're just like,
No, it
no,
fucking
it's
isn't.
fucking not.
No,
yeah. That's what Ricky was feeling at that moment.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh no, it's okay. You got second." And he was like, "No, it's not.
No.
I just busted in like 35 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's not okay.
Yeah.
I know
Gannon was supposed to bust
I know
first.
you didn't get yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you didn't come. Don't even try to act like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no like, hey, it's fine, it happens kind of thing.
Since I've never won shit in sports, so it's hard for me to like.
That's the closest.
But
thing.
I do win in the bedroom.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But every once in a while, I throw a damn 10-30 rated 35 seconder.
Yeah, you throw a Ricky.
That's what we'll start calling it.
Yeah.
A
like,
DGPT
sorry, I
Ricky.
Sorry, I Rickied on you. Your wife's like, what? You're like, you wouldn't get it.
Hey,
but seriously, next time.
Leave me
yeah, just leave me alone.
I want to go sleep.
But for real, that's what it kind of made me think. Like so what it was is what was the awards after DGPT championship?
Oh, the points awards.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Oh no, well no, that was the championship. Like that was the championship awards.
Okay.
Yeah. The ones they did after MVP was the points.
The points awards. Yeah. So, but whenever he got the mic and he was just like, "Yeah, I don't really have much to say right now," I'm kind of upset.
Yeah, I don't
fucking blame him, because my whole thing is, and I've talked about it on this show, is just let me be a little bitch for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let me. It's okay to be fucking salty about it.
Yeah.
I've never heard anywhere that Rick was just like a tough card mate to be with because of the negative energy.
No.
So yeah, sometimes whenever he fucking blows a 6-stroke lead,
$30,000 paycheck on the
absolutely
line.
He's gonna be a little upset. Let him be a little bitch for a minute.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm with it.
I wasn't mad.
Yeah, me either. I think it was appropriate.
Yeah.
He should have went a little bit harder, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I swear that's exactly. I mean, I can't. There's not much I can, compare it to, but that's what it's like. Like, it's all. Yeah, it's all right. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I'm usually really good.
Yeah. I swear I'm usually really good. I swear this doesn't ever happen.
Yeah, that only happened like once.
Yeah. But it's someone that you've been with for a while. They're like, yeah, okay, sure, it's not.
And you can't use that. Man, it was so good though.
yeah. It was. I always.
It's the same thing as it was last time.
Yeah. How did it change? Yeah, I don't know. This time it was way different. It felt way better this time. But let's be clear though. Sometimes it does feel. It's like, what's going on right now? Why does this feel way better?
Hey, I don't know, man. I think it's just the tension that's built up. Like. Sometimes, like, when she chokes me harder, it feels better,
Of course.
Stuff.
You think Ricky was in between shots, and he popped too early.
Speaking of choking.
He did. He choked.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Rick. That would be. We're not doing winners and losers this week,
no.
But that is once again. I said it a couple weeks ago.
Hey, but you keep putting him on the losers.
I'm sorry,
list.
dude.
He's your favorite disc golfer.
He's one. I mean, come on. He's not my favorite. He's one of my favorites right now.
Well, you got KJ Nabo, and then
whatever. Yeah. There's people that have signed up for PDGA since 2020 that have no fucking clue who KJ Nabo is.
No. Speaking of people signed up since 2020. I want to jump into this. This has Ricky and Gannon and McBeth in it, so it's a good segue.
Okay.
The argument the people on the internet
Mm-hmm.
are saying is, which season's the best? McBeth 2015, Gannon 2024.
Right, that was the debate.
And Ricky expressed his opinion that he was at both of them. He's competed against both of them.
Yeah.
And it was Paul McBeth 2015.
By a landslide.
Yeah,
right?
no doubt. 2015.
Not necessarily by a landslide, but like no doubt. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say 2015. I'm sure I've seen footage of some of the tournaments. I was not watching disc golf in 2015.
Right.
So it's hard. The only thing I can come up with an opinion is on the numbers, right? And they've been comparing numbers. Lowest average finish, lowest finish. Wins, majors, blah, blah, blah. The average finish on 2015 Paul McBeth is crazy, like 1 point something.
Yeah.
Which is bananas. His lowest finish was third. Mm-hmm. So those numbers go to that. Like, it's hard to argue with those numbers.
Absolutely.
But then there's also some numbers over here on Gannon Buhr's side with the strength of competition.
Absolutely.
Which it's not even close.
No. Paul McBeth's numbers, I could only imagine those numbers, those stats would be a little bit different if he were playing like that this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he still would maybe dominated.
Sure, I'm sure he had a great season.
But it wouldn't have been It wouldn't have been his lowest finish was third.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Like, you weren't there. It's so hard for me to really speak on it when it's how good was this motherfucker in 2015?
I mean, obviously
good. Very good. Yes. And was he playing like 1080, 1060 golf? You know, like regularly? Was he shooting like 1060, 1050 plus? I guess.
Yeah, I would think so. Yes. But I mean, I don't know the numbers. I'm not that. We're not that good.
We're
not that kind of podcast.
We're not backed by Statmando.
Yeah, we don't have.
We didn't acquire the rats.
Or whoever that other guy that some people use.
Yeah, there's another dude.
Well, we got a Walt.
We got a Walt.
Yeah, we're gonna get Walt Stats. Fucking do our stats.
Oh yeah.
Edwin Stats is who does Tour Life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Okay. Hey, shout out to them. You know, I'm not
Tour Life
off. Or just Edwin Stats, dude. It seems like I don't even know if they pay him, and he puts in a lot of work. So.
They probably don't.
Yeah.
But if he comes over here, courtesy violation, he will also not get paid. But we will respect him more.
He'll get unpaid less.
Yeah. He'll have to give us money to come on. Look, we can't afford to have you on. You're going to have to pay us. But, yeah, what were you saying, though? Did I take away from the...
No, I mean, we don't, you know how we do. But I have a tough time, like, having an opinion on it because I don't want to take away from either season, right?
For sure.
But I will say this. I don't know if Paul, if he played let me ask you this. This is better for me to ask you. If you think that Paul's caliber of play that he did in 2015, if we could take Time Machine, Lake, whatever the fuck that new movie is on HBO, Lake Cobeda or whatever, if he could walk through the crazy walls of time, and flip to 2024, that skill level, Paul,
would he have
like,
the same dominance?
He's not having those numbers that he had in 2015.
Surely not, especially the finishes.
Yeah.
Right, like the best finish.
I don't think his lowest finish is going to be third.
No,
I just don't think so.
I wouldn't think so either.
The courses, I would say, are harder. A lot of the courses.
Oh, it has to be.
Competition.
9 years later.
I mean, we know strength of schedule. We can measure that with the stats.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the numbers. Strength of schedule. Damn, I'm in football mode.
I was following.
Strength of competition. Is ridiculous. The amount of 10-50 players that they had then, and 10-30 players, 10-20. You know what I mean? There's way more.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's just hard for me to believe that his average finish would have been 1 point something. I don't believe.
No, I don't think so either. And Ricky weighing in on it to kind of clear the air probably helped a lot of people kind of put it into perspective too.
Well,
he's like, I was there.
Yeah, but that's his opinion.
True.
I mean,
fair. And it also, you know what kind of made me do to get away from it a little bit? It made me think that, along with, I started thinking while watching DGPT Championship, whenever an official called a time warning on Gannon, and Ricky seconded it, where he was like, "Yeah, it did take you like over a minute to do that."
Yeah.
It made me think. I've heard Gannon on like 2 or 3 separate occasions on interviews say that he considers Rick a good friend, like they're pals. And then since that, along with this, Rick kind of, I wouldn't say throwing shade, but just setting the record straight that Paul McBeth was the harder opponent to beat.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me wonder, I wonder if maybe Gannon is a bigger friend of Rick than Rick is with Gannon.
Well, regardless.
A little salty too.
Well,
maybe a little
regardless salty. Of that, disc golf needs this.
Yeah.
They need some. We cannot have Gannon Buhr. We already heard the bitching already. It's boring. He's running off with everything. Yeah. It's boring watching him win everything. We need somebody to step up and compete with him. And if it's Ricky, that's even fucking better because it
Absolutely.
gives you the fucking old. You know, talk about the older
old
crew,
guard,
old
yeah.
guard, yeah, old crew, or not old, but older against the new.
It's old in disc golf, apparently.
Yeah. So the old guard against the new guard. Yeah. That's great. It's great for the DGPT. It's great for fucking disc golf.
It's a fun storyline.
It's great for this podcast.
Yeah, it's great, but most importantly, it's great for the podcast.
And if Ricky keeps losing, I get to hear you fucking bitch about it. That's
there you go.
Great for me,
it's
dude.
Content.
It's great for me.
I'm a content machine. Just keep rolling them out. All you got to do is present me a player that gets beat by another one, and I go, man, this guy sucks. Let me just talk about it for a while.
Yeah, well, just for the sake of it, which season's better in your eyes?
I mean,
because I know you're a Paul guy through and through too.
I am a Paul guy.
But now that Paul, see, I think that's the thing with you, and don't let me just put stuff in your mouth. But I think.
How's it any different from any other day?
I think that you are a Paul guy. You've always been a Paul guy. But Paul's kind of dropped out, right?
Yeah.
And now...
For now.
Yeah, for now. Or not dropped out, but he's dropped down, whereas, he's not competing like he used to.
Yeah.
But now you're starting to sway towards Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
Because now Paul's not in there.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like an old guard guy.
Yeah. I would say
you hate the young kids.
It's not that. That's not it.
You hate them, dude.
Just say it. You hate the youth. Fucking Gen Alpha. I think it's Gen Alpha. No, I mean, I like interesting, fun stories, and I'm with the consensus that like watching Buhr win every. I've said this before too, that I like to see a dominant season from a player.
You do, but
I may be changing that a little bit to where I kind of see, like, I get it. Gannon winning week in and week out is kind of boring somehow. Once again, with Ricky in there battling weekly, like, that makes it fun now. Like, that storyline in itself is fucking great.
It's fun to watch.
But it's not that I root against the young people. It's just, I think I just like an exciting story.
Yeah.
And seeing Rick fucking claw his way out of from chase cards 2 or 3 back to make it to the lead card on final days and not being able to seal the deal, but getting close, like, that's fucking exciting for me. So it's making it's inspiring, of course, but it's making me really root for that guy.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Rick, if it was fucking Joey Buckets,
yeah,
I would not with the same like luster that I have for Rick.
Yeah, luster plastic, sweet.
So maybe you're right. You're right. Maybe, yeah. You know what? Yeah, fuck the young generation. I think it's just. I think I want the people that's closer to my age bracket to win.
Okay, so you're going P. McBeth 2015.
No. Yeah, actually, I would. As a purist, I'll go with more of a purist mentality in that, where you got to say same thing with the Climo argument, right?
Okay.
Where they're like, the competition was different, but the world titles speak for themselves.
That's
the
true.
numbers speak for themselves.
Did he win a world title in 2015? He did.
Yes, he did. He was world champion. Gannon Buhr did not.
Yeah, that was my argument.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
If Buhr would have won, was it? Is that a thing?
I have heard.
I feel stupid now.
No. Go ahead.
I thought it was a.
I thought it was your thought.
Original thought. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. If Buhr would have won the world title, I would have gave it to him. But the world title just means so much in disc golf, and not that I think it's any more important than any other major.
Yeah.
But the community, the history of disc golf, the world title is.
Dude, it's called a world title.
Yeah, it's on a pedestal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've heard people on the internet.
Okay.
You've heard of these guys. I've heard people on the internet make that argument where it's like, yeah, but Worlds isn't even that special anyways. It's like, what the fuck does that...
It always has been.
It has been, and people from different countries come and play Worlds.
Mm-hmm. A ton of people are in it. I mean, 300 people.
The best disc golfers that play the sport play Worlds.
Yeah.
I think that's the World Championship. It's 5 rounds. So, like, you not only have to prove that you're a good disc golfer, you have to prove consistency and dominance for 5 full fucking rounds.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't even know what point I was trying to make. Yeah. It's called the World Championship. I think it's pretty big deal.
Since we're on this World's kick and how important it is, FPO POI Player of the Year. Does Evelina get it because she won Worlds and a couple of majors, or does a Tater fucking get it because she has a very high finishing average.
Yeah.
Won, what she did. Now she was out a lot, but she played great when she did play.
Yeah.
Which what do you think? Is Worlds that important in FPO as it is in the MVO?
I got to look at the other numbers. I haven't looked at the other numbers.
We'll come back to that next week. We'll break down FPO Player of the Year next week. We don't have to do MPO. We can go ahead and give it.
We already know.
we already know who won that.
Yeah, it's boring to talk about it.
But we'll talk about that more next week. We'll look at the numbers. We'll see if Walter Stats can hook us up with a little bit of something.
Yeah. Because I tried navigating Statmando's website.
It's tough.
There's a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, I can't figure it out, and I hope that. And I kind of
you need to be a
hit you up about it. I was like, I need you to figure out Statmando because I would love to learn how to look stuff up. I love Statmando's great.
You hit up the wrong guy.
Well, you're smarter than I am. Yeah, I know it's sad. It's bad, dude. We're in bad shape.
Together we could change a light bulb. This is how smart we are. But yeah.
Other news. The balance versus balance. This is this week, so this is a little bit newer on the plan.
Balance versus balance. So you had MVP come out with a new Simon line mold called a balance.
Well, they've got it approved.
PDGA.
Yeah, PDGA approved. Called balance Simon line, mid range ish, or it's mid range for sure. Thing is, there's already a company, Essential Disc, that has a mid range that's named the balance. And it's causing a little bit of a uproar in the community.
On the people on the internet.
People on the internet, dude.
They're talking about it.
They are. And what I've gathered is they do have a disc that's PDGA approved. Mm-hmm. It's named the balance, but from what I gathered, they don't have a trademark for that name. Now, I don't know. Essential Disc just released a statement saying they can't really say anything and that they do a lot of good for the disc golf community. But they're not allowed to really, their lawyers have said don't do it, but they're not, I guess they're not going to try to work.
You can't afford to fight MVP.
It sounds like it's gonna go to the courts. So
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So it seemed like they're going to take legal action.
I don't know if you would say legal action, but the courts will decide since MVP does have a trademark for it. They have applied for it, and it's been granted, or it's in the process of being granted. But they have applied, and from what I gathered, Essential Disc has still not applied for the trademark.
It seems to me that MVP did it right, and Essential did not.
Yeah.
So,
which I'd say it probably costs a little bit of money to apply for a trademark. So a smaller company, it's probably tougher on it. Sure. So maybe MVP should have been like, yeah, well, maybe we won't name it that. But from what I've read, that MVP has been planning on naming it the balance for a long time, and they've been working on it for a long time.
Maybe they didn't know that Essential Discs
existed.
Yeah. No. First off, that they had a disc named that. Secondly, they may not have known they were a fucking company.
Yeah. I figured it out. This is an easy way. Don't have to waste the taxpayers' money taking this to court and tying up court time or anything else. Simple way to fucking fix this, right? The Essential Disc will, to the day that the MVP balance drops, Essential Disc has to legally give us the exact number of balances, or
the checks and balances.
No, they have to tell us exactly the number of the discs of that mold that they've sold.
Okay.
The whole time it's been out, and then the day that the MVP drops, they got 24 hours to sell 3 times that many, because that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
And whoever sells, if MVP can sell more balances than Essential did the whole time they've had it, then they win the name.
Their disc is the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's going to.
It will, yeah, of course.
It'll sell out immediately.
Not even just because it's MVP, just because it has Simon line.
Yeah, it'll sell out immediately.
But here's my take on it. How about MVP just says, nah, this is going to be our disc name, and not even worry about that other company. You know, because it's really like Essential Discs.
Yeah, I mean, not hating on it. It might be a great disc.
Sure,
I mean, smaller companies make good discs, but
dude, I'm pushing any disc off any new manufacturer. I'm all for it, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there can be 2 discs named the same thing. Who cares?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? Somebody's going to make a mistake and order the wrong one?
Aren't there multiple dolphins?
I'm sure.
You know, Innova probably did a dolphin.
There's got to be other.
Discmania did a dolphin.
There's a Wraith and a Wrath. That's close.
That's close. That's
close as hell. Yeah. That's one letter away.
Sure, it's not the same, but it's too fucking close.
Yeah.
We need to make a disc golf company come out with a mid-range beaded called the Rock, ROCK.
Yes. See, we probably get away with that.
Probably could.
If MVP wants to be smart, they should name it the Eagle Wig.
Who makes the eagle wig? Fucking
Some Chinese
UFO discs.
UFO discs.
UFO discs. Timu purchases.
Yeah, I bet they'd be pissed if they stole their name.
Oh, dude, and their lawyers would be ready.
I'm more than the name of the balance. I'm extremely curious of what it's going to be. Like, I've read a couple things that when they get a PDGA approval, it tells the measurements and all that stuff. But I'm not that guy.
Sure.
So I've heard that it's going to be more overstable hex.
Sounds awful.
But I believe from Iceberg Disc Golf, he messaged Simon, and I think it's supposed to be the Vector.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to how the Vector flies.
Okay.
Which I think is like maybe I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say it's in between a hex and a pyro. So maybe closer to a reactor, but maybe a little bit more. I know it's Simon line. It's gonna sell regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So overlap really doesn't matter just because it's gonna say Simon on it.
No,
and
the Innova overlap of molds matters.
Yeah, and hand feels. I think it's gonna be deeper than probably what the reactor is, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like the flight of a reactor. But I'm purely guessing.
I like this though. Little speculation before the release.
Reactor's my new favorite mid.
Yeah,
I love it.
Well, now you're gonna have a new Simon line balance.
It's gonna be too deep, probably. I got little hands.
Too deep. If it's a mid range, it should be fine though.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, which disc flies more like what you think of balance? You know what I mean? That's a good question.
Right? I mean, it's straight.
No. What I'm saying is between the two companies, Essential and MVP, you throw a balance from Essential. Is theirs a mid-range?
Yes.
Oh, MVP.
Yeah.
You dogs.
Dirty dogs.
You son of a bitches.
They're the big dogs, though.
Not only is it they're a mold by the same name, they're like, oh, they got a fucking mid-range called a balance?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
We'll see.
Yeah. Which balance mid-range are you throwing, Essential or MVP?
I'm going to go gyro, dude. You know me. I'm a damn...
If Essential had a hair on their ass, they would immediately stop production of the original balances and redo them with an overmold.
It's a simple fix, dude. What they don't have, you just send them back to the hot stamping place.
Yeah.
And just put a OUTTA on it. Call it out of balance.
Out of balance.
Yeah, out of balance.
I like that.
I mean, it's
take everything but ALAN and just call it Allen.
That's pretty.
So MVP will have the balance. Essential, they're more like an Allen.
Yeah,
you know,
their
disc is more of an Allen than it is a balance. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Let's be real.
That's balance versus balance.
That's it. What else we got?
You said something about the UDisc community, and I also brought that up too.
Yeah, just to brush up on the UDisc community. Guys, let's start giving a little bit of a shit about UDisc.
Yes,
we're amateurs. They have been forced by the PDGA to be used for amateurs.
Yeah,
widely used by amateurs. So let's start using a little bit more. They got a new feature called UDisc Community, where you can get on there, and it's kind of like social media.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be honest with you. Don't think it's going to catch on.
Nah, I don't like it.
I don't think it's going to catch on at all. But we should give it a fighting chance.
Yeah, I think as a group, as a friends group, right? You can add people. I think hopefully you can make a smaller group inside of a larger, like your friends or whatever, and maybe as a friends group, like a tighter group, you give your word that you will share every round that you play.
Yes.
Because I played around a couple of nights ago. Not my best round. Like, it was like a 178 UDisc rating. No.
Sure. Nothing that you were proud of.
Nothing I was proud of. And it was asking me if I wanted to share it. and I almost didn't. Then I was like, you know what? I need to let these folks realize we might be big podcast stars, and we might be huge in the disc golf world.
Yeah. But we reach out to the everyman.
We throw a 178 every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, we're known for a few hiccups here and there. No biggie. We're human too.
I do like the concept.
Don't let our godlike presences.
Yeah, I definitely do like the concept of it, but I don't know.
I do too. I was stoked whenever I found out when I was reading a little bit about it, and then I guess updated my UDisc to where I have the community. I'm with you. And now that every round I play, it asks if I want to save and post. That's the option. I don't know yet how to. I haven't really looked into it. But how about just save?
Yeah.
I don't want to save and post.
I think you...
Then I have to go back in there and be like, no, I'm deleting this off my UDisc wall, my community wall. I don't need this 158, whatever. Nothing I'm proud of. I don't, Can you make posts? Have you looked into that?
No.
See, that's. I think that would be a good step in the right direction.
So we can make political posts.
Yeah, it would definitely make its way over to UDisc.
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, it's already over here.
I know it would be. It would literally be like Trump putting in like a fucking Photoshop Trump putting into a basket and be like, make sure you guys are getting out and voting.
He's gonna save the world.
His Jesus guiding Trump's putter into the basket. And it's like, make the right decision this election day.
But yeah, I haven't got into that. Like, I have a hard time. I had a hard time sharing that round. Like, I was like, man, I don't want people to see that.
But you did.
I did.
Can I tell you something?
And I'm going to.
I know you did, because I went on your
wall
and looked. I laugh reacted at it. Yeah, I don't know if you can. I think you can.
You suck.
I think you can react to them.
Oh, really?
To
I didn't
people.
know that.
I don't know. They need to make, what I'm saying, they need to make it just like a Facebook or a Twitter or whatever. Instagram, we should be able to add photos on there, too.
That's true, yeah.
Photos of the course.
Course, yes.
There you go.
And you might be able to. We don't know.
Yeah, that's also true. I haven't really looked into it. I just kind of fooled with it for a little bit and then made a assessment that I don't think it's going to do very well. Sadly. Because not only did they make it to where we're paying for UDisc now, is it $15 a year? Or is it the 30?
It's 30.
It's the 30, yeah, okay. I can't keep up with all the fucking price changes.
That's just something they probably could have saved some money on.
What do you mean?
Lowered our prices. We didn't need it. We didn't need disc golf community.
No, we didn't. They gave it to us.
Yeah.
We didn't ask, but they gave it to us.
Yeah.
Disc golf community.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be used much. But guys, find me on there, Trevor B91.
Yeah, I think mine's mine's crazy.
Oh yeah, because it's like J Gibbs.
No, it's I can't remember what it is. It's J. I got all them letters and numbers in it.
Too many bullshits in it.
Yeah, I put a bunch of numbers in it so people wouldn't have the audio on, where it tells the T order.
Yeah.
Because when it got to my name, it was like 40 words.
It's true. That was funny. Years back, whenever we would keep score with you, you would keep score, and your phone, you had the audio on to where it gave out the T order.
Yeah.
So it would like Trevor. The T order would be like Trevor, Aaron, J Gibbs 74364.
Yeah.
So it was way too many letters. Which, by the way, you're the only person I know that. I didn't even know that was an option.
I didn't know how to turn it off. Dude, I'm a boomer, bro.
You really don't.
I didn't know how to turn it off.
Well, you really are dumb.
It took me a while to figure out how to turn that shit off.
Anyways, find us on there. Get UDisc community and, make it big. Blow it up, dude. We want to show people. We want to show the world UDisc.
UDisc next step, dating.
Yeah.
UDisc
dating. For disc golfers. Mm-hmm. I like that. Dating specifically for disc golfers.
There would be 1 million guys and like 200 girls.
Oh my God. You're either going to see some sexual assault. Look, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that
we're against it.
We're very obviously. I don't think we need to say that. It should be a given that we're against that. But yeah, any scenario where you have entirely too many men and only a few women, there's gonna be some inappropriate things.
It's gonna be like India.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what happens in India, but it's not good.
They like serve food with their hands and feet. fucking like bowls with 5 different ingredients, but it's all liquid.
Did you find anything on the new drop of Supreme Flight that you cared about?
Yeah, so Paul McBeth and Dylan Cease are revamping Supreme Fly, which I didn't... Apparel, yes. And, I mean, they're going to have some stamps on discs, exclusive offers here and there. Really, just whatever they can do to keep the off-season exciting and get some money.
Yeah.
I'm for it. But to answer your question, I went to look at their drop, and I wasn't fucking super pleased. I don't know. There's a few things on there that I would rock. But I think they're mostly going for the apparel. So it's going to be like jerseys and whatnot. I don't know, man. We'll see.
It's I haven't looked yet, but Dylan Cease also is now co-owner of Brixton Disc Golf Cards.
Yes.
That's another little news from the last couple of days, which I think is cool because I am a bit of a sports card collector.
I'm actually kind of surprised that you don't own more Brixton cards.
I own probably more than what you know.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then.
I own a couple of absolute fucking
gems.
Yeah.
You do? Well, I do know about some of the tournament worn. What are those called?
Tournament. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but the series of cards, Legend series or whatever.
Oh no, yeah, I have a royalty. I have a gold royalty from the oh shoot, I can't remember what the set was, but it's a royalty and it's autographed by Climo and
wow,
and Corver.
Nice.
And it's got both their pictures and it's gold, so it's 1 out of 5. There's only 5 of them made. So
I have a 2015 McBeth card.
That's a good one.
I bet that would. Yes, if they had it.
I don't know. I don't own any that far back.
But Dylan Cease, Paul McBeth, still, putting in all these efforts to
grow the sport.
To grow the fucking sport.
Yeah.
We need more. We've said it 1,000 times. We need more rich people.
DGPT is getting ready to supposedly drop some. The season of Finding the Line is going to be Paul and Dylan Cease. I'm assuming Cactus Rock, or you know what I mean. So that's what I'm assuming it's going to be is Cactus Rock, and I think that. I liked that show. I liked it with Simon. It was good.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know if I watched many of them.
They shows them going into a spot, a lot of land, and
we could put a frisbee course.
Yeah,
here.
and laying it out. Trying to find lines. Yeah.
Well, that is cool.
It's a good
get an insight of how they view disc golf.
They need to do something because the off season it's hard to convince me to keep on paying for DGN. Yeah. If they're not going to be giving me something that I'm interested in.
Sure.
And the putting game didn't do it. It seemed like it was worse than it used to be.
Yeah. Now, why is that? Is it just like you're just not into it because you're not engaged? Is that what it is? It's just like it's just not that fun?
Yeah, it used to be. It seemed funner. Maybe
because I have a theory.
The obstacles, or maybe the course, because they played it the Flying Armadillo. That's where they did this one, and it was gaining in the boys, Babcock, Alden, and Nate. And there were some great putts and stuff, but I honestly didn't like the putts. Yeah. That was the thing. I've seen some of them in fun houses and shit. Yeah. And it was better, but I don't know. This one just didn't do it. Hopefully the rest of the season will be better.
Sure. But I have a theory on why maybe we're not enjoying some of this Jomez content as much as we used to.
What's that?
I think maybe live disc golf and getting all that content in 3 or 4 days has one kind of burned us out on watching more disc golf content aside from that, and two, it's already so fucking exciting and awesome that everything else is just kind of falling short of that. We said the same thing about post-produce too, where it's post-produce, as much as we love Jomez and how it was the standard for years, live disc golf, dude, it's unbeatable.
Live sports is king.
It really is. I didn't even know that. Disc golf is so small. I didn't even know live sports was better.
Yeah, live sports is king, dude. It's hard to watch anything. You're never going to be able to not see it if you're on any kind of social media. And if you get upset that you did see it, fuck you. Yeah. I'm sorry. There's no spoilers in sports. It's just the way it is, Yeah. It's like if you play in a tournament and you're a big football fan, or you have to work and you're you try to dodge the scores in the game, so you don't get on your phone, you don't turn the radio on. There's one time I did that, Tennessee, Florida, had it recording at the house. Went all day, worked, didn't turn on the radio, didn't get on any social media, nothing. And made it, all I had to stop and get gas and got out to pump the gas and I heard the score. I made it like 6 hours dodging it and then fucking then heard it pumping.
Like, what pump you on? Hey, Tennessee lost by 10. You're like, God damn it.
I knew that bitch was going to. Yeah, it was, but same thing. You're never going to be able to miss it. Like, you're not going to be able to dodge it for that long.
No, it's not. And I would even say that people should stop, people on the internet.
Yeah.
They should even stop complaining about it now.
Yeah.
You know, after the last few years of DGN really being as big as it is, we should just, succumb to the fact that live sports will ruin. We'll give you spoilers.
Yeah. Can I say something else? Can I be a dickhead?
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're quit complaining about USDGC and Worlds and shit being behind a paywall, like it's all behind a paywall, but you have to have the pro for those. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Quit being poor.
Quit being poor, dude. It's not that fucking expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's really not that expensive.
Yeah. And, well, I mean, or just don't do it and then don't bitch about it.
Yeah. Don't complain.
Yeah. That's my route.
It sucks that I'm poor. I can't fucking.
Yeah.
Can't watch
if I had a little bit more money, maybe I could afford to watch live disc golf.
I'm sorry. I mean, I know that probably sounds like a dickhead thing to say, but.
Get over it.
I'm
with you in that. I'm with you for sure. Don't bitch about the price change. Don't support them if you don't want them.
Yeah, you do realize, and that's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine. Like, don't support them. But people do, they do realize that the reason that they have to charge more for those is because the DGPT does not own those tournaments.
Yes.
That is not their so they probably have to pay more to get those tournaments.
Yeah.
So, therefore, it costs more to produce those tournaments.
Yeah.
So, therefore, it costs more to watch those tournaments.
Yeah, and hey, by the way, their price increase, while it was annoying, the fucking coverage was great this year, dude.
It gets better every year.
It looks better this year than it was last year, and I was very critical of it in the beginning of the season. I didn't know how everything was going to shake loose. I thought, I said that I had a problem with it playing on my Roku stick, but that's just me, a poor problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm offering poor person solutions to a wealthy person's problem.
Yeah.
And I've just got to fix it. I just got to get a new Fire Stick or something.
Well,
get a smart TV, you poor piece of shit.
Well, Fire Stick also had issues.
Okay.
But not this year. Maybe once or twice, but last year it wasn't. It was a little bit bigger of an issue.
Yeah.
But this year, not that bad.
Right.
Like it was good. Like quit being poor.
Quit being poor and quit bitching about it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know. Social media may be the best place. It seems like social media is the place for criticism. So
yeah.
Maybe we're wrong.
Yeah.
Because people have been doing it the opposite this whole time. What else we got?
Oh, big congratulations to Drew Gibson and
Michaela Allen.
Jen Allen's daughter. Yeah. They got one on the way, man.
Yeah, he left it in.
They let it soak.
He did.
Disc golfers are good at letting it soak.
They really are.
It's starting to come around.
And also at a time of the price of everything is higher than it's ever been. The price to tour is harder than it's ever. Well, maybe not harder than it's ever been, but with the price of inflation, all these motherfuckers are deciding to have babies.
And disc golf
at questionable times.
Yeah. Disc golf is losing money. Like, not losing money.
They're bleeding.
That's the wrong words, but the contracts aren't going to be like they used to.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But I think Drew has his hands in a lot of stuff.
I do
finish
too.
line discs. I think he races cars. And
cologne line.
Yeah.
He did not, but
he
should, right? He looks like a guy that would have his own signature cologne.
Yeah. He really does.
Spray.
Dude.
Body spray.
That's great. I never thought about
Gibson body spray?
Yeah.
That would be good.
That's really good.
Remember Gibson Industries?
Yeah.
He named his.
Yeah. I mean, he's got his hands in all that stuff, so I think he's all right.
Sure, I'm sure he's doing fine.
As far as we know, Michaela could be a doctor.
Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't even know. Is she? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Probably.
She could be.
But her mom is definitely a really good disc golfer.
She's a fitness instructor or something.
Yeah.
So
also keeping it in the disc golf family, dude.
That's good.
That's sick. I love how Ulibarri did it with Ricky's sis.
Yeah. Well, Swiss at the talking. I don't know if it was on the pod or just me talking to him. But he's like, it's like there's a lot of boyfriends, girlfriends stuff in the disc golf community because it's almost like a huge family, right? Like you're all torn.
Yeah, just like
together.
when you go to a family outing and you hook up with your cousin.
No,
I get it.
It's almost like a circus, right? Like
right.
They go bounce from town to town. And all these same people are traveling town to town, and you're not in any other community for any long periods of time. So that is
those
your
same
community.
people.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's bound to happen, right?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm sure there's so many stories of people fucking each other.
Oh, yeah.
Just that, without even people knowing about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's got to be. We're all human. We all have desires.
Yeah.
You think Waco, having a disc golf tournament in Waco is going to change the fact that you like to get your dick sucked? And it just so happens that a good-looking player in the FPO field may be the one to do that?
Yeah.
Come on.
It wouldn't change my feeling.
Or maybe their buddy. I mean, there has to be even shit like that where it's just like, oh, my friend fucked goddamn Carter Aarons last night. He's 17. I don't know.
Yeah,
don't maybe not his name.
Maybe not him. Yeah.
Wrong example. My buddy fucked Joey Buckets last night.
Yeah.
Just to be able to say that they fucked a disc golfer named Joey Buckets.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, why would you not? I mean,
I'd fuck Joey Buckets if he was there.
Yeah.
Is he 18?
I hope so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, you had to go with Carter. You could have just said, fuck some guy that's sponsored by Flexline Discs.
That could have
been maybe one other person.
A bunch of other people.
Yeah, Carter Aarons is now sponsored by Flexline Discs.
That's why I did that.
I don't know if that's going to be his main sponsor or if he's going to sign with a manufacturer, but that is the first one that he's
settled
announced
on.
I think that's the first announcement of the year, right?
Yeah.
A new signing.
As far as I know, Carter Aarons to finish line. What Flexline Disc? It's a retailer, by the way.
Yes, it is.
For those that don't know,
they have they sell pretty much every manufacturer, and they also have some collectors, some higher end. So if you're a collector of this, it's a good website to go to.
Absolutely.
You know what else is a good website to go to? D-clip.com. They have some of the best racks that I've seen, and we got our hands on a couple, and they're spectacular. And I'll pull up some pictures of them. Oh, whoa, that's not one of them, but here's but these things are strong, right? You're going to be able to put however many discs whichever model you buy, it's going to hold the weight. This isn't the shoe rack you get from Walmart that I got from Walmart. I did the same thing.
He modeled the material after those racks that they keep dead bodies in, so it can hold plenty of
weight. Yeah. But they have hooks. They also have hooks that you can get that go onto the rack where you can hang
hooks
bags.
That they used to hang bodies on in the freezer.
But you can hang your bag on these fucking things. You can put your racks, your extra bags. Yeah. I mean, these things are sweet. I mean, they're by far the best racks I've seen. I know the MVP ones are popular and they sell for good money,
but they're dog shit in comparison.
These attach to your wall. They don't sit on the floor. Like me, I put my basement wall or the garage wall. I can come in, take my bag off, hang it. I got all my my extras that I might go into the bag here or there. They're right there on the rack. So if I'm going to a different course, I need to I'm going wooded. I need some more flippier shit. Easily grab my more overstable stuff out of the bag, put it in the rack, understable, straight into the bag into the car. Fucking perfect.
Yeah, I actually have multiple racks for each style of disc golf that I play. So I have a woods rack over here for my technical wooded courses. Have my long open courses right here on this rack.
And you can definitely do that.
Absolutely.
And they're great racks. So go to d-clips.com. Go ahead and check their D-clip while you're there. It's a great warm-up tool.
I fooled with the D-clip a few times, just yours, and I liked it. Dude, I'm loving the fucking chalk bag.
Yeah.
Or what is he calling them? D-grip?
D-grip, yeah.
D-grip bags. They're fucking great.
Yeah, they are. They don't get chalk all over you. You minimizes the use of the chalk, so they last longer.
Mm-hmm.
You got a little pocket. Yeah, you get to stick your fingers in. If you like sticking your fingers in stuff.
It's being called the patented chalk pocket.
Yeah.
By D-clip.
Yeah, it chalk.
I made that up.
But yeah, it's not the balance.
It's
Chalk balance.
He didn't steal
No.
balance. Essential disc and MVP. Hold your horses. Keep your lawyers to yourself. D-Clip did not steal that.
Yeah, go check out D-Clips or D-Clip.com. I'm telling you, these racks, everything they got. The D-Clip's a very useful tool. The chalk bags are great, and the racks are crazy. Like, I can't tell you how good they are.
Yeah. Check them out.
Check them out.
Check them out, y'all. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, a little bit of news. There's in Lula, Georgia, at the North Georgia Canopy Tours. They another round is opening a brick and mortar. Well, it's already like they already have their like disc golf store there, and another round is actually buying it or partnering with them.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think you can buy like you can get a what do they call that when like you buy a franchise. I think another round's like a franchise that people can buy into.
They're the McDonald's of the disc golf world.
And I've never got to go to one, and I really want to go to one.
I know. I was in fucking Charlotte and didn't get to go to one.
Yeah, I would love to go.
So stupid, dude.
I think it's a cool concept. They got beer, right? Like it's a bar.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's a bar with a disc golf store. I mean, it's so genius.
Oh yeah, for sure. Disc golfers drink beer. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
But most of them do.
IPAs and stuff.
Yeah, even the Christian ones.
Yeah, they drink the NAs.
The non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah.
They're like, God is watching. And it's a sanctioned round. Thank you. This is an O'Doyle's.
O'Doyle's. O'Doyle rules.
O'Doyle rules. Hey, O'Doyle rules as he drinks his non-alcoholic beer. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Another round just fucking spreading their seed.
Dude, they are. They're like popping up like weeds, dude.
Psh, psh, psh.
Yep, that's everywhere.
Every major city in the U.S. is what they're saying.
That would be sick.
That would.
I would like to have one in Knoxville. Knoxville's got a big scene, but you know what? Don't be coming around here because Pluto's got it held down.
You can't take away from our mom and pop business.
Yeah, our Pluto's got it held down, and we got Russell. We got enough.
You can't have fucking another round coming in like Sam Walton, Walmart, coming in opening a fucking Sam's Club next to our little mom and pop disc golf store.
Good luck getting a better selection than Pluto's.
Yeah,
dude. Pluto's has got. It might be the best selection of any disc golf store I've been in.
We don't care about your little tricks of trying to serve us beer.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna trick me with that?
I'm sober anyway, dude.
Yeah, I don't even drink beer.
No.
Yeah.
So just stay out. Let Pluto
stay out. They need to do a in like legal states. They need, which may already be a thing, but like
what's legal states? Oh, weed
for marijuana.
Oh, okay.
You do like a weed and disc golf store.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's
so like
smart.
And I've definitely seen disc golf stuff in like head shops.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about a disc golf store that you fucking smoke in.
Yeah,
that's sick, dude. And they'll have like weed infused drinks, all the bells and whistles that these couple baskets, of course, you can put on while you're stoned. That would be a great idea.
Well, that way you know how you would putt when you're high because you're going to be high.
Yeah,
majority of the time that you're playing.
Yeah.
So at least you'll know. I mean, you're not putting. You don't feel a putter sober, and then go out to play and get ripped.
Yeah.
And be like, this putter don't feel this. So
no, the guy at the store will be like, hey man, before you take that home, you might want to take a few hits of this weed and then hit a couple putts on the practice basket.
See if you like it high, because we know that's how you normally play.
How does it feel in your hand while you're overly stoned though? You know what I mean? Yeah. To where you're like really like hypersensitive to things. Are you sure that's the right profile for you in a putter?
Yeah, I think you might want to go a little bit deeper.
Because now disc golf stores have you just have to go in high.
Yeah.
You can't smoke in the place.
No.
You just have to go in there stoned beforehand.
Yeah.
They need to marry those two concepts.
It's two birds, right?
There you go.
A bird and a feathers flock together.
You wanted to talk about rangefinders on the course.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've seen this. I mean, everyone since Bushnell and rangefinders have been big in disc golf the last few years. You're starting to see them a lot more. I don't have an issue, And I ultimately don't have an issue at all with rangefinders. I wish I mean, if I just had, it's another poor person problem. I just don't have one. So maybe there's a lot of the resentment coming from that fact.
Yeah.
But whenever you pull out a Bushnell rangefinder inside of like
200.
I'll give it shorter.
150?
I'll even go shorter than that. But like circle 2 and in is crazy to me. But even like 100 feet's like, do you really need? Is that going to affect your decision of what frisbee you're going to do, knowing that instead of 80 feet away, that's 100?
See, yeah, no, I don't think so. But I will say, if there's no circle drawn or painted, and you're self-conscious about not wanting to take a chance,
that I get,
and you want to shoot it, I'm okay with it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Now, the thing is, most of the time, it's the person that's putting, like, I want to see if I'm outside the circle. What if it says 32 foot, and they're like, yeah, it's 33?
Sure.
They 100% can just say what they fucking want.
And it's funny to be like,
let me see that.
Let me fucking see. And you got to get the whole card to do it so they can second it. That is funny. Disc golf, in the sport, since it's self-governing on within each card, like you really can, I guess, if someone pulls out a rangefinder and says, no, this is 35 feet, actually.
Yeah.
You can come to a decision as a card and be like, we're not giving it to, like, can you do that? Can you be like, we're all saying no?
I don't trust you got it rigged.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's if there's a T sign that tells you the distance, even like I understand using it. Like, say you're not shooting a basket, you're trying to shoot a tree that you want to make sure you get past, but if you're MA3, let's just fucking admit it. We're not that goddamn accurate. Yeah. We don't.
You were going to miss that putt without the Bushnell.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about throws.
Yeah.
Like, the difference in your throw, if you, like, oh, it's 210. Motherfucker, you're going to throw it the same as you would have if it was 200 or 225.
Exactly. And I'll pull out the destroyer and go to work like you were going to.
I mean, it's not that big. And the excessive use, is that the right word? Excessive?
Sure.
Use of rangefinders can get to me a little bit.
Can be annoying.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't mind it if it's a par 4 and you're measuring your upshot. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
If it's a wide open hole and it's 220 foot and the T sign says 220 foot, just go with the fucking T sign.
Just go with it. Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
But can I tell you something?
Now, if you were a pro, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Like, if you can show me that you can throw it 200, 210, 220, 230 with different things, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Different.
Like Simon Lizotte, the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm throwing this one at 40 miles per hour.
Yeah, like, or I'm going to go 40% for 200. You know what I mean?
If I heard anyone in MA2 say that, I'm going to make fun of them secretly.
Well, they do it in MA3, brother. Yeah. They do it in MA3.
Sure.
A lot.
Yeah.
If I never see another rangefinder on the course again, I'm going to be okay with it. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it to that.
Do you have a rangefinder?
I absolutely do. And I use them on par 4s. And that's the only time you'll ever see me fucking use it.
And I knew that you had one, but I'd kind of forgotten. I wanted to make sure because I never see you use it.
I don't.
I don't see you use it?
I hardly ever carry it. Unless I'm playing a course blind that has a bunch of par 4s, I don't even put it in my bag.
Yeah.
The only time I break it out if it's a course that I don't know, even if it's a course I know and it's a par 4 and I have an idea what to throw on my ups. I'm not that accurate. You know what I mean? I'm throwing. I usually try to throw like 85, 90% every time, and then use the disc to regulate the distance.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm not accurate enough that it matters if it's 200 foot or 220 goddamn foot. It does. It just doesn't. Man.
It doesn't. But it looks really cool whenever you pull it out on the tee pad and you're like,
it does not.
Getting a scope of the situation.
It does not. I'm against it. I'm fucking against it.
Burn your rangefinders.
Yep. Hey, what'd I do with it?
What is it?
My whale sack.
Here, I'll go grab it for you real fast.
It's right here. We got us some whale sacks from guess who? Our good friends. We haven't got the talk about them here lately, but our good friends over at Hides or Creep. Check out these well sacks. I don't know, you can't see them maybe. They got the knife through the frisbee. I fucking love it.
Yeah, they're sick.
And I make my own chalk bags a lot, and I like those.
Who doesn't?
But like, I do love a well sack because once they start working, dude, they're so nice.
I got me a Heiser Creep well sack as well. And here's the thing. I've never owned a well sack before.
Oh no!
Yeah,
really?
I've only been able to fill other people's sacks. Like,
really?
yeah, I've only been able. I've felt them. Like I've held them in my hand.
But I've never.
Yeah, I've done this with them, but I've never really used one.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can, but if you go try to get you a well sack from the Heiser Creep, and they got some pretty cool new apparel out too. You might be able to use CV Pod and get a discount.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Don't know if it still holds up, but you can give it a shot.
Yeah,
dude.
It might save you 10%.
It might save you 10%, and if it doesn't, support those guys anyways because we're still
and tell them
still like those dudes.
Tell them we sent you in the notes. Yeah. Say, hey, they're still talking about you. Still support old James, Josh.
Yeah,
love the guy.
They talked about you once in the last 3 months.
Hell, we still love them though.
Yeah, of course. Nothing but love from the Courtesy Violation boys.
Hey, go follow, like, set notifications, fucking rate, review, do all the stuff that everybody else asks you to do because you're going to help us out with the algorithm. That's the best thing you can do. Share the fuck out of it. If you see one of our posts on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, we're on Facebook.
And follow us. Yeah, follow us on all of them.
React to our posts and our rounds on UDisc community. All
our socials are on the bottom of the screen right now. So go hit it up. We even TikTok. We haven't been doing no TikToks, but we're gonna start.
China owns it.
We're getting ready to start some. We're getting ready to hit a big benchmark, 100 episodes, and not only is it gonna be a 100 episode, but it also is gonna. We're changing some things up. So this podcast is only gonna get bigger. And better. I don't know about bigger. That's up to y'all.
Yeah.
But better for sure.
I mean, how much you guys going to share our stuff?
Oh, my God.
Dude.
That's Halloween, brother.
The set's not going to fall apart like that next year.
That was a ghost. It's almost Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, dude, it's time for, like, slutty profession. I love it, dude.
You get to see slutty doctors.
Slutty nurse.
Slutty surgeon.
Yeah, slutty vampires.
They somehow made, like, a unicorn slutty.
Yes. And you know what I really
I'm
like?
an elephant, and she's got, like, her tits out. Like, what?
You know what I really like? Is some of the bigger dogs they're confident, and they're even going with the slutty costumes.
What do you mean?
Like, the bigger dogs, the not so perfect ones.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Bigger gals.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The big dogs.
Oh, that's all. Dude, they have always been doing that.
Yeah, but it seems like they're getting a little more confidence.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure now. I'm sure nowadays they do have more confidence.
I love that.
I'm cool with it.
I mean, I'm getting a little more confident with my body.
Yeah. Maybe I'll start wearing some skimpy outfits.
Yeah, I might go with a slutty fucking disc golfer.
Yeah. You're like, don't body shame me.
Yes. Have my fucking hairy ass gut hanging out.
Your dick and balls exposed. You're like, this is body positivity month. It's not just Halloween.
Yeah. So have fun. Happy Halloween. Put on them slutties, dude. Put on the slutty out with the sluttiest outfits you got. Get out there and play around.
There you go.
I mean, that's
the sluttiest outfit you can.
Yeah, in the sluttiest outfit, guys, gals, everything. I mean, it's the sluttiest costume you can find.
Yeah.
Put that shit on, go play around. Hit up a couple trick or treaters. You know what I mean? There's a couple doors. Get you some snacks. Yeah. Some Reese's cups. Some Whoppers, dude. Yeah. Fucking.
I'll fuck with Whoppers.
I fuck with Whoppers hard,
do you bite them in half and let them melt?
No, that's fucking weird.
Against your saliva?
No, that's fucking weird, dude. I swallow them whole.
I do it I eat it like a fly.
I swallow them whole, brother. Where you can see them going down my fucking throat. That's what I do.
You can count them?
Yeah, that's the way to eat Whoppers. No shit. They're delicious. Chocolate malt balls, man.
Oh, they're great.
Classic.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. We love you. And remember to tell somebody that they did a good job.
Yeah.
Tell somebody you love them. Bring a little positivity to this fucking world. We're going to need it. This next couple of weeks is going to be fucking brutal regardless of what side you're on.
Exactly.
So if somebody's doing a good job, if you go through a drive-thru and they're like, quick, say, man, appreciate you. You did a great job.
Yeah.
If you love somebody, make sure you tell them that shit, man. We're gonna need all the positivity we can fucking get.
And keep those Dems out of the White House.
Love y'all.
Bye.
See ya.